Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why some people rise to the top while others keep struggling even though they work just as hard? You see, there are things that successful people never say out loud. Not because they're hiding them from you, but because they've become so deeply ingrained in their way of thinking that they no longer think to mention them. Today, I want to unveil what they won't tell you, not to expose them, but to equip you. Because when you know what they know and live like they live, success will not be an accident, it will be a result. The first thing successful people never tell you is this: success is predictable. They know that success is not luck, it is not magic, it is not a mystery, it is a law, like gravity. They understand that life is governed by principles, and when you violate those principles, you suffer. But when you align with them, success must come to you. They don't wake up hoping things will change. No, they wake up knowing that what they put in will come back multiplied. They don't say this because to them it's like saying water is wet. But you need to know, if you keep sowing the right seeds, you will reap the right harvest. It is inevitable. Second, they never tell you that failure is part of the curriculum. While many are paralyzed by fear of failure, successful people treat failure like a classroom. They know that every great dream will come with resistance, rejection, and moments of doubt. But what they won't tell you is that every setback is a setup for growth. They have learned to see failure as feedback, not as a full stop. They've failed more times in private than most people have even tried in public. But they don't announce their struggle. They just let the results speak. So don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to learn when you do. Third, they never tell you that discipline is their secret weapon. You see the cars, the houses, the spotlight, but what you don't see are the early mornings and the late nights. You don't see them saying no to distractions. You don't see them turning off the TV when everyone else is binge watching. They don't tell you. Because discipline to them is like breathing, automatic. They've trained themselves to do what is required, not just what is convenient. And until you master discipline, success will remain a stranger to you. Fourth, they will never say this out loud. They are always investing in themselves. Not just in stocks, real estate, or business, but in their mind. They are readers, listeners, learners. They spend thousands on books, courses, mentors, because they know if you grow you, everything around you grows. They will not announce every book they read or every coach they pay, but believe me, their mind is their greatest asset. And let me tell you, if you are not growing, you are shrinking. Finally, successful people will never tell you that purpose is more important than money. Yes, they may have wealth, but what drives them is not the dollar, it's destiny. They are fueled by vision, by a sense of assignment. Because when you're only chasing money, you will quit when it gets hard. But when you are pursuing purpose, you will keep going even when there's no applause, even when there's no paycheck, because you are driven by something bigger than you. So my friends, these are the unspoken truths of success, not told but lived. And today I challenge you, don't just admire success from a distance. Understand it, study it, live it, because success is not a secret, it's a system. And if you are willing to pay the price in private, you will be rewarded in public. Now go and make your life count. Success is predictable. Success follows principles and laws. It's not based on luck or chance. When you align with the right principles, success becomes inevitable. Failure is part of the process. Successful people treat failure as a necessary step and a learning tool, not a reason to quit. Every failure carries a lesson that moves them closer to success. Discipline is the hidden key, Behind every success story lies a disciplined life. Successful people are consistent in doing what is required, even when it's uncomfortable or unpopular. Continuous self-investment. They constantly invest in their growth through books, courses, mentors, and learning. Their personal development is their greatest asset. Purpose over money, purpose, not just profit, drives successful people. A strong sense of mission and vision keeps them going when challenges come. Private sacrifice leads to public reward. What people see, success, is built on what they don't see. Hard work, sacrifice, and persistence behind closed doors. The private price must be paid for public results. Success is not a mystery, and it is never an accident. One of the greatest truths that successful people live by but rarely speak about is that success is entirely predictable. It follows a set of laws and principles, much like the law of gravity. No one questions whether a stone will fall to the ground when released. It's automatic. In the same way, when you follow the principles that govern success, your results are guaranteed. But many people don't realize this because society has taught us to believe that success belongs to the lucky, the talented, or the privileged. Yet those who truly succeed understand that it is not about luck. It's about alignment with timeless principles. If you plant a seed in good soil, water it, give it sunlight, and protect it, you are guaranteed to see a plant grow. You don't sit around worrying if it will grow. You know it will. The problem is many people want a harvest without sowing any seeds. They hope for success, but they are not engaging in the daily actions that produce success. Successful people have learned to identify and practice the right habits, decisions, and mindsets that lead to predictable outcomes. Whether it's discipline, focus, learning, or persistence, they repeat these behaviors until success becomes the natural result. But here's what makes this truth so powerful. Because success is predictable, it also means failure is predictable. If you consistently ignore growth, avoid discipline, and refuse to learn, then failure is not a surprise, it's a result. Successful people understand this connection deeply, which is why they are intentional about their actions. They don't hope things will change. They make things change by aligning themselves with the principles that produce growth. Many people see successful individuals and think they are so lucky, but what they don't see are the years of strategic effort and alignment with the right principles. Successful people often don't speak about this predictability because it has become a natural part of how they live, like breathing. But if you want to unlock the life you desire, you need to understand that there are specific things you must do, and if you do them consistently, results will follow. This should give you confidence because it means your future is not left to chance. You don't have to wonder if you will make it. You can know that if you align your life with the principles of success, you will succeed. The key is to stop chasing luck and start weighting the system that guarantees results. Success is not waiting for the chosen few. It is waiting for those who choose to apply the laws that govern it. And when you do, success won't be a surprise, it will be a reward. Failure is something most people fear, but what successful people understand and rarely say is that failure is not an enemy, it is a teacher. Failure is not a sign that you are finished, it is a signal that you are in training. The truth is, failure is a part of the journey that cannot be skipped. You cannot arrive at success without passing through failure. But the reason many people never become successful is that they let failure stop them rather than shape them. Successful people have learned to see failure as part of the process, part of the price you pay for greatness. They don't speak about it often because to them it is normal. When they fall, they don't cry about it, they analyze it. They ask themselves, what did I miss? What can I learn? What will I do differently? They use failure as feedback, not as a final sentence. Every failure becomes a lesson, a correction, a sharpening of their vision and strategy. While most people are trying to avoid failure at all costs, successful people embrace it because they know every mistake brings them closer to mastering their craft. Think about a child learning to walk. When a baby falls down, we don't say, oh, maybe walking is not for you. No, we encourage them to get up and try again. And eventually, because they don't quit, they walk. But as we grow older, we stop giving ourselves permission to fail. We become so afraid of looking foolish or being judged that we stop trying. But successful people never lose that willingness to stumble while learning. They understand that behind every great achievement is a history of failures that taught them how to win. Some of the greatest inventions, companies, and movements in history were built on a foundation of failed attempts. But you only see the finished product, not the process. And because successful people don't always share their failures publicly, many assume they never struggled. That is a dangerous illusion. You must understand that every champion was once a contender who refused to give up after failing again and again. So if you are facing failure today, don't let it discourage you. Let it educate you. Learn the lesson, adjust your strategy, and move forward. Every failure contains wisdom, but only for those who are humble enough to seek it. Success is not for those who have never failed. It is for those who never stopped after failing. If you shift your mindset to see failure as a stepping stone, you will grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the success that is coming. Because failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. And when you embrace that truth, you will stop fearing failure and start using it as fuel for your future. Discipline is one of the greatest secrets behind every successful person's life, yet it's something they rarely talk about. They don't announce it because to them it has become a way of life, as natural as breathing. But if you pull back the curtain on success, you will always find discipline working behind the scenes. Discipline is the ability to make yourself do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Most people admire the results of success, the wealth, influence, respect, but they are unaware of the years of disciplined choices that created those results. Successful people choose discipline over comfort. They wake up early when others are sleeping. They keep working when others are resting. They focus when others are distracted. And they sacrifice pleasure today for a greater reward tomorrow. Discipline is the invisible bridge between your goals and your reality. Without it, dreams remain dreams. With it, dreams become achievements. Discipline is what makes you do the hard things, like saying no to distractions, no to temptations, no to excuses. While most people are waiting to feel motivated, successful people have trained themselves to move without waiting for feelings. They understand that motivation is unreliable because it comes and goes. But discipline is a decision that once made carries you through even the toughest seasons. Think of an athlete preparing for the Olympics. They were trained when they feel inspired. They train every day in pain, in fatigue, in silence. No cameras, no applause, just discipline. That same principle applies to every area of success, whether in business, relationships, or personal growth. The people you admire have learned to do the hard work consistently long before anyone was watching. Another truth about discipline is that it builds strength over time. The more disciplined you become, the easier it is to do what's necessary. Like a muscle, discipline grows with use. Every time you choose to stay focused, to stick to your plan, to resist quitting, you are strengthening your inner willpower. And this strength pays off when challenges come, because discipline will keep you standing when others fall. If you want success, you cannot avoid discipline. You cannot wish your way to greatness. You must work your way there with focused, disciplined action day after day. Discipline is not about being perfect, but about being consistent. Small daily actions repeated over time create massive results. So while successful people may not always talk about discipline, make no mistake, it is their daily companion. And if you want to join them at the top, discipline must become your companion too. You don't need to wait for the perfect time or feeling. You need to decide. Discipline will take you where motivation cannot. It will unlock the success you've been dreaming of. One of the most powerful but quiet habits of successful people is that they are always investing in themselves. This is something they rarely talk about because it has become such a natural part of their daily routine that they don't even think of it as special. But if you look closely at anyone who has reached great heights, you will find that personal growth is their top priority. They have realized that the greatest asset they will ever have is themselves. Their mind, their skills, their knowledge, and their mindset. Most people think of investment only in terms of money, stocks, real estate, business. But the truth is, the first and most important investment you can ever make is in yourself. Successful people know that if they grow, if they become wiser, stronger, sharper, more skilled, their relationships, their businesses, and their opportunities will all expand. That's why they never stop learning. They are readers, listeners, thinkers. They spend money on books, courses, coaches, and experiences that challenge and stretch them. What many don't realize is that success flows out of who you are, not just what you do. You can only produce at the level of your thinking. If you think small, you will act small and you will live small. But if you expand your thinking, you expand your capacity to achieve. Successful people are constantly upgrading their mind because they understand that yesterday's knowledge is not enough for today's challenge. The world is changing fast, and those who don't keep learning are left behind. This is why they are willing to pay high prices for knowledge and mentorship, while others hesitate to spend money on a seminar, a mastermind, or a coaching session. Successful people know that one idea, one connection, one piece of insight can multiply their results for life. They see learning as an investment that pays the best return. And they are right. Also, personal investment is not just about knowledge, but about developing character, discipline, patience, resilience, emotional intelligence. Successful people work on their inner world because they know that talent and opportunity alone are not enough. If you lack the inner strength to handle success, it will destroy you. So they grow on the inside to handle what is coming on the outside. The reason many people never see this part of success is because it happens in private. You don't see the hours they spend reading when everyone else is watching TV. You don't see the money they spend on coaches while others spend on entertainment. But those quiet investments are what make their public success possible. If you want to succeed, you must make a decision to become a lifelong learner. Never stop growing. Never stop investing in yourself. Because the more valuable you become as a person, the more value you can bring to the world. And that is the key to lasting success. Successful people are often admired for their wealth, influence, and achievements. But what most people don't realize is that money is not their primary motivation. They are not just chasing riches, they are chasing purpose. This is one of the greatest secrets of success, yet it is rarely spoken about because it is deeply personal. Those who achieve true success understand that money is a tool, but purpose is the real driver. Without purpose, money alone is empty. Without a deeper reason behind their work, success would feel meaningless. Most people believe that financial success is the ultimate goal. But the truth is, money alone is not enough to keep you going when challenges come. If your only reason for working hard is to make money, then when things get tough, when profits drop, or when success takes longer than expected, you will be tempted to quit. But successful people have something greater pushing them forward, a sense of mission, a deep conviction that what they are doing matters. They don't just work for income, they work for impact. Purpose gives success meaning. It fuels perseverance, creativity, and resilience. It makes people wake up early, stay late, and keep going even when no one is watching. Purpose-driven people don't just chase profit, they solve problems. They build businesses, create innovations, write books, inspire movements, not just to make money, but to make a difference. And here's the irony. Because they focus on impact, money follows them. Wealth becomes a byproduct of purpose, not the main goal. Look at the most successful people in history. The inventors, the leaders, the entrepreneurs who changed the world. They didn't start out thinking, how can I make the most money? No, they started by asking, what problem can I solve? How can I serve? How can I make things better? And because they focused on purpose, they created immense value. And with value comes wealth. This is a lesson many people miss. They chase money without first discovering their purpose. And as a result, they either fail or feel empty when they succeed. But successful people understand that purpose is the real fuel. Even when they reach financial freedom, they keep working, not because they need more money, but because they need to fulfill their mission. The greatest danger in life is not failure, it is success without fulfillment. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy meaning. That's why you see many wealthy people still searching for something more, because they achieved riches but never discovered their true assignment. If you want true success, don't just ask, how can I make more money? Ask, what problem was I born to solve? What impact was I created to make? One of the most overlooked truths about success is that what people admire in public is always built on what happens in private. Successful people rarely talk about the hidden price they pay behind closed doors. But if you could see their private life, you would realize that success is not just about talent, luck, or opportunity. It is about private sacrifice. The world sees the trophies, the awards, the results, but they don't see the lonely nights, the countless hours of practice, the tears, the doubts, and the battles fought in silence. Successful people have learned that greatness demands a price, and that price is often paid when no one is watching. While others are sleeping, they are working. While others are spending hours on entertainment, they are focused on their craft. They have mastered the art of delayed gratification, giving up small pleasures today for greater rewards tomorrow. But because this process happens in private, most people only see the end result and think it was easy or fast. The truth is, nothing great is ever built without sacrifice. Success requires you to let go of comfort. It demands discipline, focus, and consistency. And it often means saying no to things that seem good so you can say yes to what is best. Successful people make sacrifices in their time, energy, money, and sometimes even relationships because they are committed to their vision. What many people don't realize is that you cannot skip the private work and expect public success. You can't expect to be great in front of the world if you haven't done the work when no one is looking. Success is like a tree. The roots grow deep underground before the fruits ever show. The deeper the roots, the stronger the tree. Likewise, the harder you work in private, the stronger and more lasting your success will be. Another important point is that private sacrifices build character. It's in those quiet moments of struggle and perseverance that you become the kind of person who can handle success without being destroyed by it. Many people want success, but they don't have the character to sustain it. And that's why it slips through their fingers. The private sacrifices are not just preparing you for success. They are shaping you into the person who can carry success with integrity, humility, and wisdom. So if you are working hard right now and no one sees you, don't be discouraged. If you are making sacrifices and no one is clapping for you, don't give up. Your private dedication is building a foundation that cannot be shaken. And when the time comes, your success will speak for itself. People may never know what you went through to get there, but you will know, and you will be able to stand strong because you paid the price in private before the reward came in public. The truth about success is far deeper than what most people see on the surface. It is not about luck, shortcuts, or overnight fame. It is about understanding and applying principles that govern achievement. Success is predictable when you follow the right laws. It is shaped by learning through failure, mastered by discipline, fueled by constant self-investment, driven by purpose beyond money, and secured through sacrifices made in sin. If you truly want to succeed, you must be willing to embrace these truths. You must stop waiting for luck and start working on the principles that guarantee results. You must see failure not as a sign to quit, but as a lesson to grow. You must choose discipline over distraction, growth over comfort, and purpose over mere profit. You must be willing to sacrifice in private so you can shine in public. Let this be a call to action for you. Stop chasing success the way the world tells you to and start building it from the inside out. Because when you live by these principles, success is not a matter of if, but when. And when that success comes, it will not only elevate your life, it will impact everyone connected to you. So rise up, take responsibility for your future, and start walking in the mindset of true success. Your destiny is waiting, but it's waiting on you to become the person ready to receive it. Behind every great success, there are countless sacrifices that are made in private, long before the public accolades and rewards ever appear. This is something that successful people don't often talk about, because to them the sacrifices are simply a part of the process. They don't seek recognition for their hard work when no one is watching, because they know that the true cost of success is not always visible. It's paid in private, in the quiet moments when others are resting, celebrating, or distracted. But those sacrifices are what lay the foundation for the public success everyone sees. What many fail to understand is that success doesn't come without a price. It is easy to look at someone's accomplishments and assume that they've had it easy, that their success came quickly or effortlessly. However, the reality is far different. Every success story is built on years of unseen effort, struggles, and personal costs. Successful people understand that to gain something significant, something meaningful, they must first sacrifice what is comfortable or familiar. They must be willing to give up short-term pleasures for long-term rewards. This could mean sacrificing time with loved ones to focus on their goals. Or it could mean putting in extra hours of work when others are out enjoying themselves. It might involve saying no to opportunities that don't align with their vision. Or it could mean enduring periods of hardship and uncertainty in the pursuit of a greater goal. The sacrifice is often not just about material things, but about energy, emotion, and focus. Successful people know that the price of success is often not visible on the surface, but is quietly paid through the discipline, the perseverance, and the hard choices they make along the way. While people see the rewards, the wealth, the recognition, the freedom, they rarely see the hidden sacrifices. They don't see the countless hours spent studying, practicing, or working in isolation. They don't see the moments of failure, the painful lessons learned, or the doubts faced behind closed doors. What they see is the finished product, the success that comes after years of private sacrifice. But this sacrifice is not about suffering for the sake of suffering. It's about delayed gratification. It's about realizing that what you are willing to endure now will pay off in ways that will far exceed what you gave up. Sacrifice also plays a key role in shaping character. Success is not just about achieving goals. It's about becoming the person capable of handling the responsibility and the rewards that come with it. Without making sacrifices, you won't develop the resilience, focus, and determination needed to sustain long-term success. The hardships and sacrifices mold you into someone who can not only handle success, but also appreciate it and use it to create even more value. So, if you are currently sacrificing your time, energy, or comfort in pursuit of a greater goal, know that you are on the right path. The reward will come, and when it does, it will be worth every sacrifice made in private. Keep your focus, stay committed, and remember that the success others see is built on what you do when no one is watching. In conclusion, the journey to success is not as glamorous or effortless as many believe. Behind every successful person lies a set of principles and habits that are often hidden from the public eye. Success is predictable when you follow the right principles, learn from failure, practice discipline, and continuously invest in your personal growth. Money is a byproduct of purpose, and true success is driven by a deep sense of mission rather than mere profit. The price of success is often paid in private. It is in the silent sacrifices, the hours of hard work, the choices made in isolation, the discipline to stay focused when others stray, that greatness is built. While others may only see the rewards, the person who achieves success knows the cost and understands that it is worth every sacrifice. The key takeaway is that success is not about luck or external factors. It is about your mindset, your willingness to learn, to sacrifice, and to consistently take the necessary actions day after day. Embrace the process, trust the journey, and understand that private effort leads to public reward. When you align your life with these principles, success will not just be a possibility, it will be an inevitability.